Hey, remember when game magazines like Nintendo Power used to, critics and staff members used to list their top 10 favorite video game genres? I thought that might make a cool idea for one of my countdown videos, so let's get started. Number 10 is sports games, like WWE 2013. A sports game, I'm not a huge sports fan. I mean, I like wrestling, maybe because it has like a storyline, or storylines, I should say. And the games can be a lot of fun, yeah, especially with friends. And to, when you play, all the creative stuff, like creating characters and stuff, is really cool. And of course, there's like baseball and basketball. Those games can be fun to play, but I don't know, sometimes they're more fun to play in real life. You like to go outside and actually shoot some hoops or something, you know what I mean? Speaking of basketball, one of the basketball games I need to pick up is NBA Jam, but the one I'm looking for is, I think it's Tournament Edition, the one where you could make your own characters. Like, my brother rented it, and he made a monkey with, like, moose antlers. I made an alien. My sister made a werewolf. Is that the Tournament Edition, that one? I know there's a couple of different ones, so I forget if you can mention in the comments if that's the Tournament Edition or if it's another one entirely. But, yeah. Number 9 is fighting games, like Mortal Kombat. Now, it's not that I don't like fighting games, it's just they don't hold much interest for me anymore. I mean, I'll still play the new ones like Tekken, and I'm definitely going to buy Mortal Kombat X when it comes out, or X10, whatever you want to call it. But, I mean, maybe it's just because they were the most popular genre in the 90s, so I wouldn't say they're outdated, it's just that they were more popular in the arcades, especially. Maybe that has something to do with it. There's a lot of different theories why, but I don't know. I don't hold much interest for me anymore. I mean, I still like playing them, but I don't know. Shall we roll on? Because number 8 is racing games, like Mario Kart. Now, racing games are a lot of fun to play, especially with friends. And like Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U, you can play it online, which is really a lot of fun. I'm not extremely good at racing games, but I just like to play for fun, you know. Moving on to number 7 is arcade games like Kubert. Whatever happened to Kubert? He was cool. These were fun games. I don't know if you've seen Wreck-It Ralph, or if you haven't, spoiler alert. I love the reference to Kubert and that, how he's all like distraught and depressed and everything because like nobody really plays his games anymore, because it's like I said, what happened to him? And the thing about arcade games, they can be very addicting, especially when you're playing with friends, trying to beat out each other's scores and stuff, or trying to see who can get the most points or get the farthest, whatever. And they're games that you can play. They stand out to this day because you can play them any day of the week. You know, it doesn't really take up a lot of time or anything. Number 6 are puzzle games like Tetris Attack. My neighbor and I used to play this all the time back when we were kids. I don't know, something about puzzles I've always really liked. You know, putting stuff together and stuff. Even jigsaw puzzles I really enjoy. I remember one of the free games that was on Xbox Live was a game called Hexic, which was a puzzle game. And I used to play that all the time. My brother would be like, "Why are you playing that?" I don't know, I just like puzzle games. I always have. I still do, you know. They're like, maybe I just like the challenge of them. I like a good challenge. Number 5 are adventure games, and what better representative of adventure games than The Legend of Zelda? Like, well, in this case, The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages, which is available on the 3DS Virtual Console. And, you know, the thing about it, what I like about adventure games is you can kind of do everything at your own pace. Like, you don't have to go right for the main story. You can do, like, side quests and stuff. You know, I like that. That in games where you can do side... Well, you get the picture. I don't know what else I can say about it, really, but... Moving on, number 4 is actually a tie between RPGs like Guardians Crusade, and strategy games like Vandal Hearts, which I mentioned in my top 5 strategy games video. Now, sorry, a lot of times people compare RPGs and strategy games. They kind of put them in the same genre. Like they are very similar. They have a lot of similarities, like a level up system, and equipping your party with items and weapons and armor and all that. But there's also some key differences, such as RPGs are kind of more like an adventure game almost. Like you can actually travel around and get into you look at the world at your own pace, so to speak, as you travel, and obviously you get into battles like it shows right here. RPG style battles. Whereas strategy games are kind of laid out more like a board game almost, I guess you could say. But they, the thing I love about strategy and RPGs is that I love the stories that they have. It's almost like, with all the text and dialogue, it's like an interactive story, almost like reading. Well, maybe not like reading a book, but you know what I mean. So, number 3 is platformer games like Chameleon Twist game series for N64. Sorry. Tickle my throat. But platformer games, something about them was like always, they're really fun to play. I always thought they were fun to play. It's the kind of game you would rent at the video store and play for the weekend or something. Like, obviously, the 2 biggest platformer characters are Mario and Sonic, and there's been others who have came along and tried to join in on the genre, but could never make it as big as them. Like, let's see, Bubsy or Booger Man, Arrow the Acrobat. The list goes on. And I don't know, they're just fun. Like, it was cool when they got into like when they were the pioneer days of 3D ones, like N64 and PlayStation. Those ones were really cool, the platformers. So number 2 is a bunch into one, so to speak. So number 2 is shooters, like Gears of War. Because shooting games, there's so many different types. There's first-person shooters, there's third-person shooters, side-scrolling shooters, overhead shooters, space shooters. I love them all. That's why I couldn't pick one. I like Star Fox, Gears of War, Halo, even classic ones like Galaga and R-Type, Contra. I like them. I like them all. I couldn't compare. I couldn't pick just one that did any of the others in, like, so that's why that's why the shooters get the number 2 spot. So moving on to number 1 is beat 'em ups, like good old Battletoads Double Dragon. I did a video of this a while ago. Let's play it, 2 parts actually. I love beat 'em ups. Especially, I like the 3D ones too, like, what's that game called? Fighting Force, or, what was that game called? It'll come to me, never mind. But, like Fighting Force, the X-Men Legends games, like that, but mostly I like the classic arcade-style ones that side-scroll, like the old-school Ninja Turtles, or Final Fight, Battletoads, of course, and Double Dragon. I feel like it has that great 80s/90s, like, action martial arts feeling to them. I still love those types of movies, like Jackie Chan movies I still watch. Even though martial art type movies aren't really as popular as they used to be. I don't think Kung Pao exactly helped. That movie's hilarious, but but yeah, I love that type of stuff, action, like, that's why I feel like beat-em-ups are a lot like, those type of things, like Jackie Chan or Power Rangers, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's it. That's all the. So thanks for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Until next, take care of yourself, guys. Bye bye.